just finished our 6-hour drive or 5-hour-and-a-half-ish drive from Ho Chi Minh City to Cam Ranh. So we're starting here. We drove from Saigon. I flew down to Saigon, carried my bike, and Chris and I drove up here. Chris, a buddy of mine, fellow photographer. It'll be just the two of us on this trip. Both bigger guys, not into climbing, not a ton of climbing on this trip. So tomorrow we set out at 5 o'clock in the morning, catch sunrise. It's supposed to be a beautiful coastal ride. Our plan is to ride to Mune, all the way to Mune, and then maybe back all the way to Saigon, or we might take a car from Mune. So a couple days here on the road. Tonight we're at the cheap hotel here. First they checked me in and it was the wrong room. They gave me the key. I went into someone else's room. Anyway, all set up here. Bike is ready to go. Got my Curve Belgie Ultra, a lot of bags, Tailfin bags, post carry bags. Haven't quite set it up fully yet. Closed for tomorrow. All right, first morning, about 80 kilometers today ahead of us. Rolling hills. Supposed to be some good views. Weather forecast looks clear, so I'm pushing Red Bull because there's no coffee here. Or to Stefan, I haven't even started riding it. Let's do it. You ready?
Yep.
All right, day one, we're doing about close to 80 kilometers. First 10 suck on the freeway a little bit here, not wonderful. Well, oh, I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
You know, other people you ride with, like, get over yourself. I'm talking to my camera, not to them. Who wants to associate with other people when you can talk to a camera? Anyway, nice little start to the morning. Cool morning. Looks like it might rain. Clouds don't look wonderful, but the air is a little cooler, which I like. But yeah, we're all packed up. We're learning this bike packing thing. Definitely took too much stuff. Big mistake, but not a big mistake, but mistake. This is the nice part about Vietnam. So we're riding in the shoulder, going one way, and there's bikes coming the wrong way directly at us. So it's something you have to factor into in Vietnam. All right, 30 more kilometers, and we're gonna stop for a nice coffee. What have we learned so far, Chris?
Be careful not to leave your shoulder, otherwise you might die.
Yeah. We almost got hit by a car, so my wife watches this later. She's not going to be happy. All right, we are two bigger dudes, plus 100 kg. So climbing is not our forte. So this is our first climb of the day. Steepish, 12%-ish. Chris is coming in now. Let's see how he feels. I just heard a motherfucker. You all right? Slow and steady, brother. Just go at your pace. How do you feel?
Whew.
You want a break? That sign, it's awesome. You see it?
Huh?
It's a car falling off the cliff. Well, quick tour of my bike setup. I got a hodgepodge of different bags. So I've got this Tailfin bag here on the back. This is a rack mount, mounts to my frame. You can mount it to the through axle, but I mount it to my frame. It's just easier for me. It's like a waterproof bag. It's actually kind of nice. It was a pain to attach all these different... I thought it was a pain, but I'm not good at that stuff. But once it's on, it's solid and it's good. I like it. I'm happy I got it. And then I've got a post-carry frame bag, and then an Apidura Top Tube Bag, and then a post-carry, and then my Curve Belgie Ultra. I love this bike. Titanium bike, SRAM Axis wireless, and then I've got Princeton wheels on it. I probably didn't need the Princetons for this, Princeton carbon deep wheels for this ride, but I don't know, they're faster and I'm slow, so it helps. But Curve does come with some nice, the Curve bike itself does come with some a nice wheel set, but I just like these a little bit faster. But yeah, I had them on for my triathlon because they were faster for that, but I guess I don't need them for this long ride, but I went with them. And I'm stepping in shit right now. A lot of cows on this ride, a lot of cows. Gotta be careful. Anyway, I think I can take the raincoat off and take some photos of the bike. All right, we're about 105 kilometers in, 5 to go for a guest house that may or may not be there. We're gonna stop in town a little while back and stay there, but that town was not interesting, let's just say that. So we decided to go on along the coast. Beautiful windmills. They're doing these, like, I don't know if they're beautiful. I don't know what to feel. I feel like I'm in a video game. These giant windmills along the coast here. So we either have 5 kilometers left or another 20 kilometers left. If the guest house that Chris was checking out on Google it still exists. We couldn't find any way to book, so if it still exists, then we're good. If not, we have to go another 20 kilometers and a lot of climbing. So not looking forward to that, because we're already about 105 in. Chris is on the longest he's ever ridden before, so bravo to him. He's never gone this far before on his bike, so every mount after this is a new record for him. But it's getting hot and he's getting tired, so we'll see. Anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully this guest house is open, and if you get a chance to ride down this coast, it's so beautiful, or up the coast or down the coast, either way, beautiful. How you feeling, brother?
Getting there. Tired.
We're close, yeah. Yeah, we're not in the same shot at all yet. Here we go. So we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but we want to crash because we've done 115 kilometers. And this is like the only place for another 30 kilometers back or forward, so we hope they have a room. What do you think, Chris? I think we can't share a room. Look at the size of them. Look at those things.
They seem to be quite spicy, but
I hope they have a room.
yeah.
All right, Chris, did you get a room?
Yep, I think so.
All right.
Let's hope they're good.
We got a room! That's a big win. So longest ride ever for you, Chris? Longest ride ever?
I think so.
All right, 113 kilometers, longest ride for Chris ever. Very happy we got a room. These are weird little rooms here. Security guy here really doesn't want us to keep our bike in our room, but we just said we won't get the room if we can't keep our bikes there, but he's really persistent on having me park my bike over there overnight. I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. Sorry. All right, these are our rooms. These are so weird. This is awesome. This is actually pretty cool. These rooms are pretty funky. These tiny little bungalows. This place is very odd. It's like a campsite. But look at this. Check this out. Come on. Coming in. I love it. I just can't get enough of this place. So $70 a night, but it's really cute. In the middle of nowhere, we randomly found it, went down this pathway. There wasn't a lot of like markings. It's supposed to be like this sort of theme parkish place, but look at this room. Tiny little bathroom. Got the bike. I love it. I love Vietnam. Alright, day 2, 5:30 a.m. Gonna hit the road. We got about 120 kilometers today. Yesterday was awesome. That's such a cool day. That's a cool little place we got here. Psyched for Chris that he did his longest ride ever, and today will be even longer, so he's gonna beat his longest ride in 24 hours. We're heading to Mune today, which is a sleepy little beach town. Has a lot of tourists sometimes actually, but this time of year maybe not. Should be a nice coastal ride. Hopefully no mechanical things. Excited to get out. Hopefully we'll get some good weather. I think I've got like a little bit, not sore throat, but AC blasted in my face. Alright, time to change, time to hit the road. Hopefully my clothes dried. Instant coffee, not great, does the job. Sunblock, Sour Patch Kids of sorts. This stuff is everything. Assos butt cream. I'm gonna introduce Chris to this today. One of those things you don't really want to share with people, but he's a good friend, and he needs it. I don't want him to get chafed, but yeah, not very hygienic to share this on your butt. I'll miss you, tiny house. All right, we've only been riding for like what, Chris, 20 minutes? Yeah. And look at this.
Look at this guy.
Look at this. It's just crazy here, this view. I think this will be like the next sort of beach resort destination, I think. Chris, what do they call this area?
I think they refer to it as the Big Sur of Vietnam.
All right, I was doubting it, but, you know, close. Not far off. We got a long day ahead of us, but this was too good to pass up. I normally don't like to stop early in a ride, but you can't not in a spot like this. Look at this. And there goes the big German. He is overtaking the American on the final stretch. It looks like with those tree trunks, he will be the winner of today's stage. Dude has some seriously thick ass legs. You Germans are built different, I must say. I think I have like regular sized legs, and then I ride behind Chris and I'm like, oh, I have scrawny, tiny little legs. Alright, that last 5K was demoralizing. Just crazy crosswind. Going so slow. Now looking for a coffee, maybe right here. I'm gonna stop, wait for Chris. We have a coffee here. Tiger beer, no, kidding. Anyway, that crosswind for the last 5K was just nuts. Now we're into like more busy areas, trucks, cars, society. But that was so nice. That stretch at Row was easily the nicest stretch I've ever been on a bike in. Yeah, the day before was awesome, but today that stretch was just so gorgeous. Ended bad with that last stretch. Anyway, about 100K left-ish. 90, I guess. Hello. Oh, I didn't get the load back. Must be in a tough part of town. Just took a photo of my bike in front of this, what I thought was an abandoned house, and a guy came out and said, he was really nice. He said sorry. And, but I got a photo of my bike in front of this cool pink house. Anyway, Vietnam's very polite like that. Probably would have got shot in the US. Dangerous. All you people that complain in other countries about trucks, I get it, but it's ridiculous here. That and I have to pay attention to motorbikes coming the wrong way in front of me. Nice rice paddies here. So we're 50K in or so. Chris was chased after by some small dogs early in the day. I almost had a bad accident. Had a big dog come out of nowhere, wasn't paying attention, didn't see him. Well, I was paying attention, just didn't see him coming out. And he, giant, tried to bite me and push me into traffic a little bit. Luckily there's no big trucks, but we're on a very busy road with a lot of big trucks. Don't like this stretch of the road, but what are you gonna do? Trucks are very aggressive here in Vietnam. I don't give me much room on the shoulder, see? And then you got bikes coming the wrong way, motorbikes, and just a lot of shit to worry about. Trucks like this, just like really close to the side of the road. Dangerous, but worth it. The other part of the road was just glorious. Look at this rice paddy here. All right, looking for a coffee shop. Hopefully the next 5 to 10 kilometers along the beach. That would be nice. Sit back, have a coffee, enjoy the view, and take it slow. That's what this trip's about. All right, oh, a little stiff. I don't know if I just recorded. All right, cafe soda, condensed milk, espresso, ice, yummy. Much needed too. We're both feeling a little sluggish. Some friendly truck drivers here today, pulling up and saying hi. Kind of dangerous, but whatever. They're very nice. Pull up, wave, drive next to you. Quite common here. Down south, I find that people are a lot more friendly. Not that they're unfriendly. What?
I got a draft off you a bit.
Okay. Sure. The beach, Chris.
Hey.
You gonna go swimming? Hey. Okay.
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 Okay. That's what we've been doing all day. Okay.
That's all we do for 6 hours on a ride. What's for lunch?
Stacks.
Windmart for lunch again. We've been timing our lunches pretty bad. We just have to get chips and Coke and not that Coke. A lot of terrible food that you can only justify when you ride a bike. Anyway, 80 kilometers in, 40 left. Hammer it. 45. Some hills. It's terrain. Chris calls this the Mexico of Vietnam. All right, we don't know if this is a good idea, but Chris just had a noise in his bike and we realized it's his spoke came off one of them, so he's now taping it. We don't know if this is a good idea or not. Neither of us are like awesome bike mechanic people, so it's the best we can come up with. I think the spoke came off when his bike fell when he was just being careless.
All right, we are rolling into Mune, a touristy town known for kite surfing and beach stuff. About 120 kilometers today. Look at that. Gorgeous. So Chris beat his all-time ride of yesterday, like 115, and got 120. Hello. People like, hello. Like, I don't know if they're waving at me or kind of a big deal around here. Probably not safe to be talking with you guys on this right now. Let's get busy. Anyway. Cool area rolling into town. We think we got a decent hotel. Try to get some Mexican food. I know, you say, why Mexican food in Vietnam? I live in Vietnam. I eat Vietnamese food all the time. Maybe Mexican food. All right, that's it. Check in later. Oh, shit, one more hill.
All right, first place we went to had a nice pool, a nice view, and they said we couldn't put the bikes in the room. Now, we showed up here. We got a pool. We got a decent room. How much? 800,000?
Yeah.
Look at that. Beach view, pool view. Good thing we didn't settle. Well, we didn't really settle because we couldn't take the bikes in there. So, day 2, 120 kilometers. I feel really good. Actually, I feel excellent. I think I could go 2 today. About 125 kilometers-ish. Here's my room for the night. I'm gonna go jump in that pool and wet the only pair of dry clothes I have. All right, day 3, last day. Well, last day of riding. The next day we took car back. We're heading to another small little sleepy town. I'm sleepy, a little bit sore, neck's hurting. Let's do this.
And then, I guess once we're a little bit in, we can take some break and we can discuss if we stay overnight in Luggy or take a car back.
What should we do? All right.
I don't know, I almost, like, because like that farm stay was fully booked, so like they had a... So I almost tend to go back to Saigon after that rather than staying in a shitty hotel.
I see some other cyclists out today. It's rare. I haven't seen that yet. Hello, good morning. It's like a group of cyclists out here. Hammering it. All right, leaving Mune, on to the next place. Last day. Gonna do about 90 today, I think, ish. Not a big day, but Chris feeling sore. Weird little town here, little beach town. It's kind of like deserted, but not fully deserted. And then there's a Ferris wheel and a weird looking hotel. Alright, I want to find coffee. A little beach town, hoping to get some coffee. But on the way here, it's so interesting, well, sad actually. So many of these, like, they're like little ghost towns, all these like shells of hotels that maybe went out of business during COVID. I don't know. There's a whole village though that was just like shut down. There's all these homes, beautiful little homes with across the street, like right across the street from the beach, but they were all like, I don't know, all empty. Like a little ghost town, ghost village. Anyway, almost time for a break. Chris is gonna have some fun. I'm gonna watch him have fun, have a coffee. But vegetarians, not a lot of options on the countryside. Maybe bang me, a little piece of bread. So I brought a lot of gels, chips, things like that. Anyway, look at this. Getting closer to Saigon.
Can't really see it well, but that's the first lighthouse I've seen in Vietnam. Anyway, we're at this little fishing village, Kega. Nothing but good things to say about this bike. Apparently, this area is famous for growing dragon fruit. So on the side, both sides of the road, is just tons of dragon fruit plantations. Anyway, interesting. It's a very Beautiful looking fruit. Doesn't taste nearly as good as it looks. Not bad, but not wonderful. I give it a 5 out of 10 on the fruit scale. Cool little area here. Last little home stretch, about 10 kilometers to go. Last day, day 3. Look at this little scene, all the fishing boats.